Good day. We are the Group 9, and we are here to present to you the procedures for passage planning on the ACDIS. My name is Cadet Muli Ian, and with me is Cadet Buliser Lloyd Bryan and Cadet Jimenez John Ayla. So, procedure for passage planning on ACDIS. A brief guide to navigators at sea. ECDIS, which is now a mandatory shipborne navigational equipment for voyage, planning, and execution, can operate a variety of charts. The official charts are known as Electronic Navigational Chart and the Admiralty Raster Chart Services. The charts are made and distributed by the hydrographic offices through a distribution network, and the vessel has to subscribe to a service provider. ECDIS uses digital charts, vectorized and raster charts for navigational duties usually carried out with paper charts. The equipment must be type approved and uses up-to-date official charts. As long as the area covered by vector charts is small, the ECDIS should be able to cover both vector and raster charts. When operating in raster mode, an ECDIS must be used together with an appropriate folio of up-to-date paper charts. For voyage planning, using an ECDIS is the same as with paper-based navigation. However, making a passage plan utilizing the full aspect of type-specific ECDIS needs some careful consideration. Summarized below are some key points. First, the second officer creates the draft plan. Second, the master studies the entire route to suggest improvements and eventually approves the final plan. Lastly, all deck officers require a briefing on the plan. Procedures in passage planning. There are 4 stages in passage planning, and these are the appraisal stage, planning stage, execution stage, and the monitoring stage. First, we have the appraisal stage. Appraisal is the initial process during which the risks are identified and assessed to ensure that the vessel passage plan is safe. The first step is to broadly consider the routing and considering factors affecting the voyage, such as is the electronic navigational chart coverage adequate? Are electronic navigational chart appropriate scale up to date? Is the Admiralty information overlay available? Do any TNP notices apply? The electronic navigational chart safety information readme file, the notice to mariners weekly, the nautical publications, and lastly, consider the limitations of electronic navigational chart with its accuracy and its source of data.
Passage planning is the first procedure in passage plan. There should always be an undertaking plan, especially either using the manual or all electronic, paper charts or ECDIS. And when planning a route on the ECDIS, always be considered, especially this will include the pilotage area, the ocean phase, and the coastal phase. So when using the ECDIS, always consider electronic navigational chart, display setting, and as with paper, use the best scale 1:1. So time to check and scan routes. It is also advisable first to alert generated. One should then manually scroll along the entire route to visually check of any hazards. So take note, it takes time to check a route properly. Remember potential limitations of route planning and checking on small-scale electronic navigational charts. The procedures in passage planning is execution. During this stage, it is recommended that the bridge team get in touch with a passage plan and make sure that the ship would navigate in accordance with the developed plan. So, moreover, there should be taken some actions as long as the ship departs. Firstly, the speed should be adjusted based on the ETA that is expected from your passage plan. And additionally, there must be taken into account the availability of water and fuel on board for the prevention of any shortage during the voyage. In case the ship uses this, there must be set the appropriate limits regarding the safety settings. So the principles of good seamanship and maintaining a proper lookout apply when navigating electronically. Plan to use all available sources of information. Safety settings should be adjusted throughout the voyage to reflect the demands of the situation. For example, when you are in the coastal navigating, vectors, cross-track corridors, XTX, and guard zones should all be reduced. Settings such as safety contours and safety depths should be set higher for ocean passages to provide early warning of landfall hazards or possible increase of sea traffic. In passage planning is monitoring. The monitoring takes part throughout the voyage, especially to check the position of the vessel to ensure it remains from the safe distance of any danger areas. The voyage is always safer when there is a conducting officer, especially to check on what is the progress along the pre-planned schedule. He should also inform the master and take any action he thinks is better for the ship and its crew. As in the stage of vessel passage plan, all deck officers contribute their part in the plan. They must indicate personal characteristics such as good seamanship, experience, and personal judgment.
In continuation, the part of monitoring, so do not rely solely on automatic alarms. A prudent navigator should always seek to prove the act is wrong. So we as navigators, we should seek to prove the act is wrong then, rather than assuming that it is correct. So use the tools such as radar overlay or RIO to assist with monitoring. So an accurate RIO provides a million point fix and allows excellent real-time monitoring, but do not rely solely upon it. Normal radar limitations will apply. Do not rely solely on GNSS input such as GPS, cross-check, and frequently with other systems. Lorenzi manual means such as visual radar fixing ensure inappropriate display settings are applied for coastal and ocean and day and night navigation. Use profiles in functionality exists. So therefore, so in monitoring, so we should not rely on the we should not rely on the following tools like XDIS, GNSS, and GPS and LC. So we have to work on our own, and we have to prove that those things are those such things are not working or not working normally, or it's wrong. So that's it. Then next is over-reliance on the single navigation has always been wrong. This remains with electronic system, electronic XDIS, what are some Paris like this. Some issues are considered screen fixation and failure to cross-check. So on the other hand, our over-reliance to these materials or to these tools could cause many errors on our part, like screen fixation tendency to become absorbed in an electronic display rather than looking out of the window. So we are over reliance to the tool. So that is wrong. So failure to cross-check tendency to assume that display position is correct without verifying position integrity is another mean. So you have this failure to cross-check your like this. So that's it. This is another problem. There are some other problems also like chart survey data, cartography data, selection of chart data and data type, route planning, route planning and route planning. So vessel data corridor width. So this is one of the causes of over reliance to the tool. So dependency on traditional navigational techniques includes radar overlay, parallel mixing, position fixing, track history, dead reckoning, and knowledge at chart symbol. So if we are on not over pursuit of over reliance, then we should be able to know how to get proper position fixing, track history, dead reckoning, and knowledge about other chart symbols on the ECDIS or on our navigational tools. So that's all for our report then. Thank you.